Turning to page 55 of the calendar, House Bill 271, a bill to amend the Code of Virginia relating to the Substance Abuse Recovery Support Services Grant Program. Report from the Committee on Health, Welfare, and Institutions with amendment on January 19th, and report from the Committee on Appropriations with a substitute on February 8th.
The gentleman from Hanover, Mr. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I move that the House Health, Welfare, and Institutions Committee amendment be rejected and the Appropriations Committee substitute be adopted.
The question is on the amendment offered by the Health, Welfare, and Institutions Committee. As many as favor that motion will say aye. Those opposed, no. That amendment is rejected. The question is on adoption of the substitute offered by the Committee on Appropriations. As many as favor that motion will say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. That substitute is agreed to. The gentleman from Hanover, Mr. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, House Bill 271, as reported from the Committee on Appropriations, essentially streamlines some grant programs within the department so that monies can be routed through that fund to support recovery support services in the Commonwealth. These are institutions or organizations like the Healing Place, Boaz and Ruth, McShin Foundation that do a great job in doing peer support counseling for those who have substance abuse. Mr. Speaker, I move that the bill be engrossed and passed to its third reading.
Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman Fairfax, Mr. Sickles.
Gentleman from Hanover,
Will the
respond
gentleman
to a
yield?
question.
Gentleman
Yes,
yield?
sir.
Gentleman yields.
Could the gentleman explain the difference between the amendment in HWI and the amendment that came out of the Appropriations Committee? Sorry.
Mr. Speaker, I'd say to the gentleman that the bill that the Health Committee approved and sent to Appropriations had some opposition from the department, and we were able to work with the department so that we could have some consensus on this measure and be able to help these recovery support service programs without creating something entirely new and different. So it's a streamlining measure, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, would the gentleman respond to a second question?
Will the gentleman yield?
I thank you for that answer, Mr. Speaker.
Will the gentleman yield?
Yep.
Yes.
Gentleman yield? Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to ask the gentleman, could you just be a little bit more, it's more streamlined, I understand that, but is there any substantive issue between the approach that the Appropriations Committee took and the Committee of Health, Welfare, and Institutions?
Mr. Speaker, what I would say to the gentleman is that the essence of the bill is the same. It was a different mechanism that was supported by the department that became the appropriations bill as opposed to the health bill.
Thank you, gentleman.
The gentleman from Arlington, Mr. Hope.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Would the gentleman from Hanover yield for a question?
Yes.
Gentleman yield?
The
Gentleman yields, I guess.
I said yes.
He said yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would ask the gentleman, there was some concern when we were debating the bill in HWI that this bill would take away money, that a lot of scarce resources in substance abuse from the CSBs and give them to some of the groups that he mentioned. Is that still the case? Is that still a possibility?
Mr. Speaker, I'd answer the gentleman by saying no, that the fund that is established would be in receipt of private monies, grants that the department already applies for in other areas. And so through the reporting process that's incorporated in the bill, we will be including those private nonprofits that I referenced earlier in the work group and the development of the RFP process so that they might be better served. So this is a win-win for both those that administer services through state and local agencies as well as the nonprofit sector.
Mr. Speaker, would the gentleman yield for another question?
Gentleman yield?
Yes.
Gentleman yield.
Then are we changing anything that can currently already be done?
Mr. Speaker, I would say that we're bringing in the nonprofit community more fully into the discussion so that they have a larger seat at the table in order to administer these grant monies.
I thank the gentleman.
Shall the bill be engrossed and passed to its third reading? As many as favor that motion will say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The bill is engrossed and passed to its third reading.